Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 in another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. I am back from London, had a good few days away, really awesome holiday, awesome break, and lots of things have sort of happened over the last week that, you know, I haven't been talking about because I've been away. So all of the videos that you've seen in the last week were pre-recorded last weekend. So yeah, really do appreciate all of your comments, all of that good stuff. But if it feels like I've not been responding directly to your comments in the videos, then that's why. And you know, lots of people very upset about tire temperatures and that sort of thing, which I understand to a certain extent. But you know, when I've literally said in the video specifically for the Spanish Grand Prix one, we are going to push our tires no matter what happens with the tire temperature, simply because even on standard, tire temperatures were going through the roof. So yeah, yeah. Thank you very much for all of your support over the last week. It has been amazing. 25,000 subscribers as well, which is just an incredible number. So thank you very much for that. We're well on our way towards 26,000 as well. So do keep the support coming. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep getting involved down in the comments section below as well. And as you can see, I've got the brand new Williams 2023 top to help us out on this journey. And hopefully we will manage to go and get some glory. We've done an amazing job so far. 9 points in the bag, and looking forward to the Belgian Grand Prix, the last one before the summer break, of course, and of course the Grand Prix that we had most recently in real life as well. So without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action and remind ourselves at the point of where we are in this season. If memory serves, we didn't have the best of times in Hungary recently, so hopefully we can get back on top. The gearbox is in poor condition, so let's see what we can do about that. Can we get a different one? Yes, we have got a 99%er in there. Somebody was saying, yes, use your old parts in practice. That's a great idea. I did used to do that in F1 Manager 2022, so let's make sure that we sort that out this time. We've got Frederick Vesti as a potential guy to keep an eye on, and we'll certainly look at him, but I think you have to go into scouting, which is a bit frustrating. Vesti is going to be near the... Well, no, he's not. He's going to be near the top, isn't he? I don't actually know if we are watching anybody at the moment, are we? Nope. So we might as well look at him. Lots of people have been talking about Théo Pourchaire as well. Definitely somebody that I want to keep an eye on and hopefully get in. I have to say, Logan Sargent has not been good. And it's whether we bring in somebody till the end of the season to keep us going until Mick Schumacher arrives. Lots of people very upset about Mick Schumacher coming in next season. I think he'll be worth it. I think we can get him going a little bit, and hopefully he will manage to develop quite nicely over his time. But perhaps we look at somebody over the summer break to come in, maybe say you've had your chance a little bit to Logan Sargent. He's had a horrible season. He's probably last in the championship, I'm assuming, only ahead of Zhou Guan Yu, which is pretty lucky, to be honest, for him. He's even behind Nick de Vries. He's had a horrible year, and hopefully he'll be able to turn it around at this next Grand Prix, but no guarantees of that happening, of course. Feature race results, let's have a little look. So sprint race, Roy Nassani won the sprint race, and then Jason Deruvala, won the feature race there. Into F3, and Colapinto won that. Gregory Saucy in second. Paul Aaron winning the sprint race, meaning that in the championships as it stands, we have got Ralph Boschung at the top of the F2 championship. Frederick Vesti, Jane Deruvala, Théo Pourchaire not too far behind. And then into F3, we've got Dino Beganovic leading the way ahead of Gregory Saucy, Gabriel Mini, and Paul Aaron there in 4th place. He's from Estonia. Interesting. Right, let's push on. Do we have any developments to do? Anything like that? Need to check that out, really. No, we're in the middle of some design projects. Could we do with some more manufacturing? Let's have a little look into the warehouse. We have got 3 of that chassis, 2 front wings. Probably need a couple more front wings then. Just keep us going for now. That'll be fine. Lots of people saying go intense with your development, and I kind of agree, but also money is a bit tight this year, and somebody has done some good investigating actually of drivers in the championship, and they were wondering, why is Fernando Alonso not outperforming Stroll? Why is Hamilton not outperforming Russell? And so on and so on. But it seems that whoever's in car 1 gets the big advantage, if you like, of the car parts and that sort of thing, which is why Magnussen is so far ahead of Hulkenberg, for instance. The only real one that I guess goes against that is Piastri and Norris. Of course, Piastri is in car 1 of McLaren, Norris is in car 2, so I guess that's the only place where it doesn't come through so clearly. But yeah, fair point. It might well be why that is the case. But let's continue on. We've got some complete manufacturing, which is good. Race prep is ready, so let's get ourselves to our performance targets. We'll edit them now, and we'll say 1 driver can reach Q3, both drivers to reach Q2. They want us to finish in 15th. Don't think you can have any other guarantees, which is a shame. But yeah, without further ado, let's get ourselves into the Belgian Grand Prix.
This weekend, we're in Belgium, in the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset? Spa-Francorchamps is an F1 favourite, consisting of challenging corners, high speeds, and the chance for drivers to really prove themselves. The long lap has different downforce demands, with sectors 1 and 3 requiring pure speed, and sector 2 a twistier and more technical affair.
This weekend will be taking a slightly different form, as we have the addition of a thrilling sprint race thrown into the mix.
So then, time to get back to the action.
Okay, right. Looks like it's going to be a fairly dry weekend in Spa, which is certainly interesting. Let's give DuPont a bit of a run out this weekend, see if we can develop him a little bit. But without further ado, let's get ourselves into practice, and I'll see you guys for qualifying. And I'll make sure I show you the car setups this weekend. Well, there's a name you didn't expect to see at the top. Antonio Giovinazzi manages to do it. I did realise after I cut that it was a sprint weekend, so I thought important to get Logan Sargent in the car. We end up 13th and 14th, but it looks like a lot of guys are taking grid penalties this Grand Prix. We haven't got setup satisfaction for Alex Albon, which is a shame, but we have got 87% for Logan Sargent. But I think once we've done qualifying, Albon's confidence should grow a little bit. But that's all good. Let's get ourselves into qualifying 1 then and see how we get on.
Welcome to qualifying. Let's find out who's got what it takes as we establish the grid for the sprint.
Just like a normal race qualifying session, drivers will battle it out for their starting grid positions. But this time, it'll be for the upcoming sprint.
Now, there's been a bit of talk lately about Oscar Piastri. Karun, how's he been doing?
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
So get yourselves comfortable. It's going to be quite the ride.
Here we go then. Let's get ourselves into qualifying. Of course, changing the engine parts. Let's get everything we can in for qualifying. Might have to take a new ERS with Albon, and to be fair, it might be worth doing it at this sprint weekend where everything's on the line anyway. And a new gearbox as well. Because we could then change his gearbox for race day. Yeah, new ERS in there. And newest gearbox. Okay, and here are the setups that I've gone for. Obviously, it's different for each driver, so you know, it's only a starting point really if you are interested in that. But let's get ourselves into it. It will be a penalty for Alexander Albon. I think 10 places is what you get. So let's see what we can do. We'll send out Alex Albon straight away. And because other people have got penalties, it certainly is worth, I think, having
let's try again.
us qualify as high up as we can.
Again. Yeah, copy.
And let's try and get those tyre temps up.
Yes.
By taking manual control.
Pace now if you've got it. Copy.
Obviously it's a long lap, so should be able to get it up to temperature pretty quickly. Or before the start of the lap, and that's exactly where we are at now. With both drivers. So, Alex Albon, let's see how you can get on in your flying lap today, matey. As he flies through Eau Rouge, up Radion, and now down the Kemmel Straight. This is good from him so far. Let's keep an eye on those temperatures. Yep, we want them probably no more than 110 or so. Obviously coming across a little bit of traffic, but should hopefully continue to be in a good place through the first two sectors for Alex Albon as he goes through Blanchimont. Hopefully past the AlphaTauri. Looks like he's managed it there. Sargent looking okay as well. And here we go then, across the line.
Okay, happy to manage the tyre short.
That's 142 for Alex Albon.
Lift and coast. Yep, copy.
And here comes Sargent over the line.
Under control.
And it's a 142.6.
Is starting tyre management?
Yeah, copy that.
Okay, and let's get them back to the pits. And the cool down. And there we go then. So in a slightly better position than what we expected. 4th and 6th with Albon and Sargent. Obviously a few people have still come through, but very, very well done so far. We'll send them out there again towards the end, because I think there's lots of people in a tricky position. And this time we're going to go with Sargent first. Just going to give it a little bit longer. Send Sargent out there now.
Focusing on getting your tyres there.
Copy.
you can increase the pace.
Yeah, I understand.
Reduce fly cover.
Copy.
Albon's going to be the last man out there. Well, probably the last man to cross the line. I don't think that Aston Martin is going to be able to make it.
Go switch out. Yep, copy.
We're happy to push.
We'll see
Yeah,
how
copy.
tyres get on. Alex Albon here. A bit up too aggressive.
If you've got any pace left, it would be good now.
Yeah, copy.
So heads down, focus.
Copy that.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
Okay. Right, let's get him on deploy. And let's get him attacking his tyres now.
We can push on now. Okay.
So here we go. Let's ride on board with Alexander Albon and his new engine and see if we can get ourselves through to Q2. Obviously, if we qualify nice and high, we should start ahead of all of the penalty runners for the race. And remember, this is just setting the sprint race position. Well, that's ruined the lap, I think, straight away. We'll see where he ends up. Yellow first sector. Let's hop on board with Sargent. Gasly's gone P4. Yeah, green middle sector for Logan here. Okay, we finish off the lap nicely. Here he comes then, up to the line. It's going to be in the 42s again. It's a 42.4, which does put him P8 for now. He should be safely through to the next qualifying session. Now Albon's middle sector, nothing special. I'm going to actually call Albon in because there's no...
Okay, back off.
There's no point completing the lap here. Let's just save that little bit of tyre life.
Copy.
Albon in. And, well, looks like George Russell could be out in Q1 then. I think he is out. He's certainly not on a fast lap, is he? Let's see. Yeah, Russell. No, he is coming around the final corner. Is he going to get himself into the top 15? He comes over the line. And he does. He manages to get up to 11th. And, well, Ocon has gone P9 as well. De Vries is the only man out there, but he's on a slow time. So there you have it. That is your order. And going out in Q1 then are the following. Nick De Vries, Yuki Tsunoda, Lando Norris in the McLaren, Zhou Guanyu, and Valtteri Bottas. So 3 penalty drivers already out in Q1. Right, into Q2 then. And there you go, 93% car setup for Alex Albon. And we're actually going to go out there on those scrub tyres to try and get the first timed lap in there. Whereas for Sargent, we are going to go on a brand new set. Probably about midway through the session to see where we're at. So I'll send Albon out there straight away. Try and risk no traffic at all. This looks good for him. So Albon, that was a 42.2, which is quite nice actually for Alex. So he comes back into the pits. We'll give him a brand new set for the end of qualifying, but we are going to send Sargent out there. Probably after Fernando Alonso passes the pit lane. It should be a nice little gap to slot into. So here comes Logan Sargent.
Make sure you work your brakes.
Copy.
And wait till he's about halfway around the lap. And then tell him to attack his tyres.
You can increase the pace.
Yep, copy.
Now tell him to deploy.
Use the rest.
Copy.
Yep, this has worked out pretty much perfectly for Logan Sargent. They'll just be... Oh, what's he doing? What the hell was he doing there? Literally have no idea. I'll see what sort of first sector time he puts in, but I've just got no idea what happened there. So it's going to be 33 something. Let's just have a look at times. Yeah, he's well off. He's well off. So let's just slow him down.
So we charge the pack.
Copy.
We can have
That feels good.
another go at it.
Would like to increase a bit the light everywhere.
I got it.
Yeah, should be okay. Right, now attack.
I'm happy to lean more on the tires.
Copy.
He is going to have a go with another lap here. Meanwhile, Alex Albon. We'll wait for him. And see what he can do. Yeah, I don't think Sargent's gonna have enough here, annoyingly. I don't think he's gonna have enough fuel. So we are gonna have to bring him in this lap. We'll keep him attacking. Going back to the pit lane. Yeah. But yeah, there's no way for Logan Sargent, unfortunately. It's been messed up for him because he's run out of fuel. But it's the way it is, you know. He's gonna have to make it up in the sprint race tomorrow. Well, Albon still pushing on his outlap. So here we go. Let's see what Alex Albon can produce. It's annoying because he's the one that's got the penalty. But with a scrub set of tyres, he was able to put in the 6th best time. And he is going to be through, I think. Gasly, Piastri, yep, Magnussen was probably the last man that could do anything. So we might as well finish the lap with Albon. See what his true pace is as he comes across the line. Well, yeah, I don't know what that glitch is. But yeah, he just slows down over the line. I think it's probably because of people in the pit lane. Luckily, it didn't matter in the end, but going out in Q2, Sargent, Magnussen, Piastri, Hülkenberg, and Esteban Ocon. Right, into Q3 we go. And again, I think we're going to have to put in a time on the scrub set. To see how he gets on here. So here comes Alex Albon then. Let's see what he can do on these scrub tyres. He's going to come across the line to 142.4. That's not bad. It should be enough to at least get him out of 10th place. And with a brand new set, let's send him out there now. Yep, hasn't got a lot of traffic to get past. Should be absolutely fine here. It's a yellow middle sector, first sector, but I think his middle and final sector should be good. If he can get himself into the top 5 here, that'll be pretty amazing. Remember, no penalties applied until race day. That's a yellow middle sector as well. Not fabulous from Esteban, from Alexander Albon, and he's coming up to the line now. And it is a green final sector, but not enough to get him through. And, well, let's see if we cancel the car calling, because it doesn't actually matter if he runs out of fuel here. Let's keep pushing him. And it is a green first sector. Go on, Alex. Let's keep going here.
Okay, Alex. That's the flag.
Let's drop him down to
Start to increase the lift and coast now.
standard engine mix. It's P6 at the moment. Can he find any more time here?
Okay, Alex, we can start reducing lift and coast.
Yes, okay.
Is he going to have enough? It's going to be touch and go. It's going to be very touch and go as he comes round the final corner. I think he's just about going to manage to get over the line, and he does manage that, and he does go above Fernando Alonso and qualifies P6. I mean, imagine, he was so close to P5 there in the end. I suppose Alonso's still out there on a fast lap. Pierre Gasly's not, so he's definitely above Pierre Gasly and qualifying at least P7. Where's Fernando Alonso going to put this car? He goes over the line and he does go P5 in the end. So we were 1,000th of a second off qualifying P6 with Alex Albon. That's a wonderful job from him. And, well, finishes ahead of Pierre Gasly, and that's a very important one. So, yeah, he should be starting near the front of the guys with penalties, which is good. But Max Verstappen is on pole position for the sprint.
This weekend, it's something a little bit different, as the Grand Prix grid is decided by more racing in today's eagerly anticipated sprint. The action is set to be fast and furious in this one, with each driver well aware that a good performance will secure themselves a strong place on the grid.
It's not only the starting grid decided here, though. The top finishers in the sprint have the chance to score crucial championship points.
Well, teams will need to be clever. There's no time to relax. It's the sprint around Spa.
Okay, here we are then for the sprint. And, well, do we... What tyres do we go for? I think potentially soft tyres. We have got enough, really. That'll give us one set for tomorrow. With Sargent, it's the same scenario. I think we want to do that. In terms of setup, I think that way was perhaps the right way to go. So we're going to do that for the race day for Sargent. He probably can go a little bit more aggressive on his tyres. We'll maybe do that for Alex as well. Try and get him as high up the grid as possible, because remember, okay, so it seems they've taken the grid penalties for this, so that's a bit of a glitch actually, isn't it? Should take place after the sprint. Okay, right, let's get ourselves into it then. Here we go.
15 long and challenging laps await the drivers in today's sprint here at Spa.
And once the lights go out here at Spa, the attention will shift to the first corner. A turn that has seen its fair share of dramatic incidents over the years.
No, it looks like it's actually worked it out properly for the actual starting grid.
On top when the checkered flag flies.
So here we go then. Who's going to lead in the rundown to La Source? Here we go then for the Belgian sprint race. And it's lights out, away we go. Absolutely brilliant start for Max Verstappen, and it looks like Carlos Sainz might have a look into turn one. He's learned nothing from his real-life incident with Oscar Piastri there. But we get away all safely through the first couple of corners. Very, very good so far from the leader, Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz is there in second as Sergio Perez gets into the slipstream, and Alex Albon is side by side with George Russell, and he should be making the manoeuvre, and he goes round the outside. Very, very nice indeed from Alex Albon there. And they're still side by side, and this is going to continue down into Rivage, I think that corner is. And then we come down to No Name Corner, and, well, Albon is back in front of... in front of George Russell. Okay then, let's keep going, let's keep pushing, let's try and stay with George Russell. As Logan Sargent, he seems to have made a manoeuvre on Yuki Tsunoda, so he's up to P14. Remember, Sargent's got a lot more pace than was ultimately shown in qualifying. So let's see if Sargent can get himself into the points, at least into the top 10 today. If he can get there, he's certainly going to move up after all the penalties have been applied. So we go around the final corner then.
DRS enabled.
Remember, DRS is enabled after one
Next
lap
car
in
ahead
the
of you.
sprint race, so
Magnussen.
Albon should be able to
Silver
get
guard
past
behind
George
you.
Russell here, as everybody has gone for the soft tyre option. Okay, here we go then. This has got to be the chance for George Russell, for Alex Albon on the back of George Russell here. DRS open, but so is George Russell's. I'm going to put on battle assist for each of them.
Overtake available.
Copy.
We have got some yellow flags out there.
Overtake if you need.
Okay.
Don't exactly know what that was about. Let's keep going for now. This all looks good, but are we going to be able to make the overtakes happen here? And there goes Sargent into Stabilo. Very, very good from him. Very good. Smashing it. Let's see if we can deploy through Blanchimont here, or is he going to have to back out? He's still going.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe put his overtake aggression on a high now.
Come on.
Copy that.
And let's see what he can do. As well, Alex Albon still chasing after Alonso and Russell. Sargent desperately trying to close in. On Magnussen here.
Full deploy.
Okay.
We have got more yellow flags out there. Not entirely sure what was going on there. And well, look. Oh, we have got somebody in the wall. It's Ocon. He's in the wall. Is that going to be a safety car?
There's a yellow flag now.
Don't think so.
Make sure you do so.
Just lost a bit there, and oh, what a shame for Ocon. Good news for Sargent though, because the more time he makes up now, the better. Going to turn off his battle assist. Turn off his battle assist as well. Yeah, it looks like Stroll is going to have a good run at Albon on this next lap. So let's just zoom it forward a little bit. Try and attack a little bit here with Sargent and see if there's any gains to be had here in terms of lap times.
So what? DRS.
Copy that.
Remember, overtake is available.
Copy.
No one back.
Copy.
Hamilton now behind Alex Albon.
We've got a yellow flag here.
As Verstappen has spun,
then,
he's put it in
take
the
a look
wall.
now.
The leader, look, he
this
was so
happens down
far
at
out
turn
in
8.
front. He spins at
Whoa,
Rivage.
and around
Didn't
they
hit the wall in the end, but he's going to be right at the back now. That's huge. Yeah, definitely not worth it to have
Nice
those higher
extra
tyre
tyres.
temps
Yeah.
It's main focus, time management, please.
Copy.
So we've got 8 laps to go after this one.
And we think you can reduce
Push the
lifting
engine
coast.
a little bit. We have Verstappen right at the back. And that's what could happen in those older sprint races anyway. If you had an incident in the sprint, it could mess up your whole weekend. Now then, Alex Albon is in a good place in this race now. He's more than a second ahead of Lewis Hamilton. You know, and a good gap behind George Russell. It's starting to actually close in a little bit. So the Mercedes at this phase of the Grand Prix, not in a great position. And there goes Stroll past Alonso as well. Right, Albon definitely is closing in on Russell now. Quite within striking distance just yet. Getting there. I think it's attack for the last couple of laps. We can
push on now.
Yeah.
definitely see.
Okay, we are happy to
here.
push. Happy to push.
Copy.
Deploy ERS as well.
Use the overtake.
Copy.
Let's see what he can manage here.
Use the rest.
Let's
Copy.
see what we can do.
It's critical. We overtake.
Copy.
Let's see if he can be aggressive on George Russell here. Get himself up to P6, which is 3 points from this race, and also a higher grid position because Russell's one of those getting a penalty. So he's got 2 laps here in order to do this. And Logan Sargent, he should be starting in the top 10 tomorrow. This is going to be good. So let's keep that going. Look at this, they are very much nip and tuck here. And this could be an exciting final lap of this sprint race. Not sure what has happened to the Mercedes drivers and their pace.
Happy to manage tyres short term.
Gonna have to manage the tyres a little bit for Albon here because the tyre temps are going up. It's gonna be about having to time when you are going for it.
Free to
And
go.
here we go into La Source. He goes down the inside, and that's a terrific overtake from Alex Albon. And he is up into 6th position now. Needs to push away. Needs to get out of the DRS range. Might give him a little bit of engine mode to push here.
Reduce lift and coast.
Got it.
Because if he can stay ahead down the Kemmel Straight, then Alex Albon will be finishing in 6th today. And there you go. That was
Increase.
a piece of cake. Now here goes Sargent. He's having a little look.
Reduce the lift and co.
Copy.
But no, nothing there.
We start like up.
Yep.
And already a decent way ahead is Alex Albon here. I know his tyres are at high temperature, but as long as he can stay out of that 1 second window, that's all good.
Okay, back off.
And here goes Sargent round the outside of Pouon now of the Haas car. This is a huge chance. And he does manage to go around the outside, and he's going to try down the inside of Nico Hulkenberg here to get into the top 10 on merit, which would be an awesome job for Logan Sargent. Here we go into Stabilo now. And now they go down the run all the way towards Blanchimont. It's going to be the bus stop chicane that could potentially be the one for Sargent here. Alex Albon, meanwhile, he's going to finish.
2 laps to go.
No, he's not, because there's 1 lap to go. What have I done? 2 laps to... What? How's there 2 laps to go in this Grand Prix? What's happened?
Yeah, we're back on low on pack again.
Yep, copy.
What have I done here? How have I done this so badly? But anyway, Sargent is away, and we can stick him into neutral now, I think. I think he'll be okay.
You have the overtake.
Stick him on standard, but wow, I honestly don't... How did I get the calculations so wrong?
Copy.
We still got 2 laps to go here.
Overtake available if required.
Understood.
Well, the tyres are pretty short, but should be okay, I think. It's not that far behind Gasly as well, so we'll see what he can do here. Now we're on the final lap. Yeah, honestly, you guys must have been screaming at the computer screen there. I've no idea what happened. I don't know, because I could have sworn I seen it was like 14 already, but I don't know. Anyway, final lap of this race.
Reduce LICO overall.
We're going to be aggressive with Sargent.
Pushing on, pushing on.
So we need to push Albon. He's okay. And well, will he be able to possibly take Gasly into the bus stop?
Please.
Copy.
Who knows? As Russell's starting to catch up again. Won't catch him, but quite a funny scenario, really. Russell's certainly looked after his tyres a little bit better. But in a sprint race, it's all about track position, really, and Sargent's going to have a real good starting position for tomorrow. We have got yellow flags. Somebody has spun. Who has spun? It's one of the Aston Martins, I think.
Copy.
Is it? I don't know, but Leclerc wins the sprint. Good for him. I don't think Sargent's going to have enough here to get past in the end. But Albon finishes 6th. That's 3 points in the bag, which is fantastic. And here comes Sargent, a P10 finish in the sprint race, which is good for him as well.
Is currently disabled.
And hopefully, after all the penalties, Sargent should have a decent starting position for the race tomorrow. So 3 points already in the bag. That's massive for us. A 6th place finish for Alex Albon. Obviously, with the 10th place grid penalty, he will be starting quite far down the order. But we'll certainly settle for that. That's good.
Finishing with the points in today's sprint.
I imagine they'll roll up their sleeves now and make sure their next performance goes even better.
Okay, right. Yeah, so Leclerc's got a penalty, but Albon's the second best driver without a penalty. Sargent could start as high as P6 here for the race, which would be massive.
The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprise in that. It's race day.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
Karun, as far as Williams are concerned, what's the mood in the garage been like this weekend?
Everything seems to be great, you know. They've certainly been delivering on a consistent basis, and right now, they'll just be concentrating on getting the job done.
Well, no one can ever predict what will happen at Spa-Francorchamps, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be eventful.
Okay, let's get ourselves into the Grand Prix then. And, yeah, Albon's going to be starting in P13, following all of the grid penalties. Sargent P6, which is pretty massive, you would have to say. So there is a possibility of a one-stop. And I think that's probably what we're going to be going for in the end. I don't think there's going to be any real need to push it any more than that, and I think that is going to be the fastest way to do it on this given day. Yeah, all looks very, very good for us. We're not going to be aggressive from the start. We'll be using ERS, but other than that, it's going to be about looking after the tyres, making sure we're in a strong position at the end of this Belgium Grand Prix. So here we go, 44 laps. It's going to be exciting.
We've got 44 laps ahead of us here in Spa as we get ready for the Belgian Grand Prix. And as we look to Logan Sargent, you can see the focus and concentration.
They must be excited to start 6th, but it's a long race, so they need to keep a cool head.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands.
Well, let's see what Logan Sargent can pull off in these first couple of laps. Here we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. Let's see, can Sargent convert this grid position? It's lights out, and away we go here in Spa-Francorchamps. As, well, Albon makes it up into 12th. Sainz leads. It's Perez in P2. Stroll is P3. Everybody gets through. La Source rather comfortably in the end. As Alonso into Eau Rouge there. And you can see Hamilton leading Logan Sargent, who's managed to maintain position for now on the Kemmel Straight. As Charles Leclerc definitely will be looking to make an overtake. Albon, meanwhile, he's P13 as it currently stands. So good start for Alex Albon, maintaining position and staying ahead of those faster guys behind who've had the penalties. As Sargent has lost out to first Charles Leclerc and next Kevin Magnussen. Magnussen definitely more in his race than anybody else. So we need to make sure that Sargent keeps his head and is able to maintain position. That's the main thing for him today.
If needed.
Right,
Copy.
let's keep going. First couple of laps of this race. As Albon is behind Russell now. We have got yellow flags again somewhere, and it was a Carlos Sainz lockup, so the Ferrari down at the back of the grid now.
Now we're watching Carlos Sainz here. Well, things are okay
You
at
can
this
see
stage.
he's leading the race, and that's a huge lockup. Just gets on the curve, doesn't he? That's going to have really wrecked his medium tyres as well, so not a good few corners for the Spaniard. We have got more yellow flags out there now. It's just a little one, must have ran wide somebody somewhere. And DRS is enabled, so massively important for Logan Sargent in particular to stay with K-Mag here. A big part of that is going to be using his ERS and pushing his engine just for a little bit. Yeah, Sergeant needs to really stay with Kevin if he's to have any chance really of staying in the points today. Let's maybe try and be aggressive here and get back into that DRS range. Yeah, well, managing to stay ahead of Gasly for now. Oh, Ocon, sorry. There we go, this is exactly what we needed from Sargent. He's out of the 1 second window to Norris now. And is right behind Kevin Magnussen. Charles Leclerc managed to put in the fastest lap of the race so far. And here we go then. Yeah, as long as he's in DRS range, he should be able to stay in front of some of the cars behind, although Verstappen will be able to pass him anyway. Yeah, looks like Ocon definitely wants to get past Albon at some point as well. Yeah, Sargent now has lost time because of that whole fiasco with Max Verstappen. Yeah, Sargent loses out to Norris now. Let's just move him down to medium overtake aggression.
Okay, there's a big crash.
And there's a big crash. It's not involving any of our drivers, thankfully. But let's have a little look. It looks like Perez and... is that Stroll? Oh, it's the Ferrari behind. It's Charles Leclerc.
No.
Who, of course, won the sprint race yesterday. I don't think he'll be winning any races today, because now he's going to have damage. That helps out Sargent a little bit, and well, Norris has ran wide there. But we're okay for now. Let's just keep pushing, looking after the tyres, looking after the car, and Lewis Hamilton seems to have had a spin at La Source, so he's dropped down the order as well. So Logan Sargent still within the points at the moment. Oh! Well, Albon looked like he'd went into the back of Ocon there. Clearly just a glitch, but wow. Yeah, meanwhile, Albon definitely struggling on the softer compound tyres. Let's maybe have a little think about what could we do for Albon. Could we switch him to a soft hard tyre? Would that be any better for us if we could maybe be a bit more aggressive? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that looks like the fastest way to go, to be fair. So let's go for that for Albon. And he'll be coming in lap 20 as normal, but we'll give him hard tyres instead. And just push him a bit harder, give him a bit more license to eke out those tyres and eke out the performance of them. Might as well deploy both of their ERSs. Yeah, turn off their battle assists for now.
Reduce like overall.
Copy that.
So what can Sargent pull off here? Yeah, I mean, he should be able to pass and hopefully push on. No luck there.
Leave core increase, please.
Yep, copy.
Let's go for a bit more of an aggressive manoeuvre here. Clearly not capable of getting past. Let's keep Albon in the loop. Yeah, I think let's get Albon in this lap, perhaps.
The
See
window
if we
is
can get him
open.
a little bit of
Yep, copy.
an undercut.
Box. Yes, the key box.
Crash tire wall. Just remember in the
Well,
main straight,
Norris is the
I
one
think
that's
somebody-
crashed here. All the pressure Sargent's been putting on him. He's lost it straight into the wall, and that going to be Norris out of this Grand Prix? It doesn't look like it. Not for now.
You can afford to drop back.
Yep, copy.
So here we go then.
Box.
Alex Albon is into the pits.
Copy that.
Let's see what we can do in the pit stop itself. Norris is in as well.
Reduce the lift and core.
Copy.
Come on, damn it!
Do not do anything.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Well, that's virtually his race over then,
Looks
isn't
like
it? Another poor pit stop from Albon. He's lost 6 seconds now. So all the time he'll make up in the
No.
Keep your head down.
undercut will be lost.
We want to leave court, please.
Copy.
And Sargent's going to be coming in next lap. He's going to be going on to medium tyres, of course. Let's push him as hard as we can. Meanwhile, Albon not even catching up to Nick de Vries on these hard tyres, so I'm not sure it's going to be the best option. But we'll see. Sargent has come out just ahead of Charles Leclerc. Let's be aggressive. Let's try and get those tyres back up to a reasonable temperature. Now let's see what can be done. So we go, he's up to temp now. It should be going at a good pace. Let's zoom it through. Sargent back into the points now. Yeah, but I mean, Sargent a long way behind George Russell at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. I don't really know why Sargent's quite so slow. There are still a couple of the top 10 that haven't pitted. Obviously, Magnussen, the big one. Let's go on to leader intervals so we can see. Yeah, he's 15 seconds or so behind Kevin Magnussen. He's lapping about 2 seconds a lap quicker than him. So, as speak of the devil, Magnussen is in this lap. So let's give it full beans for a couple of laps for Logan Sargent, because there is Kevin Magnussen. He should be able to get past him using the DRS. Just a long way back even with DRS. Pretty quick through the middle sector, but not getting anywhere with the DRS open. But yeah, real annoyance with the pit stop for Albon. So Max Verstappen puts in another fastest lap. And he's leading the race now. I don't think he's pitted. Oh, he has pitted. How has he managed that then? Oh, well. Yeah, he started down in 11th or something, didn't he? But now leading the race. Sound familiar? Now catching up to Ocon and Gasly, who still haven't pitted yet. And obviously Kevin Magnussen on the soft tyres, so it's worth just trying to stay with him, I think. Meanwhile, Alex Albon starting to close in on Yuki Tsunoda, of course. But the main thing for Sargent is he's got to get past these Alpines with a bit of haste. Cannot afford to get trapped behind them. Goes Sargent, hopefully now gonna make the move, I hope.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
As DRS should be able to make a move down into La Source around the outside. And does exactly that. Well played. And now he's got to hope that Carlos Sainz struggles to get past. He's got DRS as well, so this will be him up into P8. Yeah, this really is an opportunity to cash in some points for Logan Sargent. He hasn't scored any this season so far. And you would feel secure his seat for the rest of the season. Into P1 now. And this should be an easy overtake for him. Alex Albon is closing in on Hulkenberg, slowly but surely. Through Stabilo. Needs to make a move, really. Otherwise, Sainz is going to be right on him.
Be aggressive with overtake usage.
Copy.
Like to reduce like
Copy.
Yeah, not good.
So what DRS?
Copy.
He's through now. That was a good move, actually. I'd like to see that again. I think
Now
it was
we can
into
see
Eau
what
Rouge.
happened. Now this is Logan Sargent.
Yeah, there you go.
The opportunity's
Beautiful. Terrific overtake. Now Albon.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Yeah.
Let's reduce lifting close.
Yep.
Let's see what Albon can produce here. Oh, as Hulkenberg's locked
Look,
up.
this is what happened. Here we are now,
Well,
down at
again,
turn 17.
feeling a bit of pressure perhaps from Albon's shoulders.
The wheels just
Closing in
rock
every
back.
lap.
Now they did
And
leave
he's
it
gone
very
down the
late.
escape road. He's going to struggle to get out of there anytime soon. And yeah, 2 seconds is the gap now. As yeah, Logan Sargent now overtaken by Carlos Sainz. Not that surprising. But now I think Albon into a net 10th position in this race. Doing a good job on those hard tyres. 13 laps to go. Albon within a second here. Doesn't have DRS this time, but should next time they come. But look how much more grip he's got here. Needs to get past this Alpine and goes down the inside of Stabilo. That was a good move from Alex Albon. And now then, about 7 seconds behind his teammate. And this is going to be a big moment for Logan Sargent, because if he can stay in front of his teammate Albon, then he's done a terrific job today. Should hopefully get a point, if not a couple. And there is a crash on track.
Be careful on start finish. A lot of debris.
And it's Zhou Guan Yu who has crashed. And it's going up Eau Rouge. And he, well, clipped the wall there. I think he's okay.
And clearly they're not one.
I think we're okay other than that. Right. Albon 5 seconds ahead of Nico Hülkenberg inside the points now. Looking at tyres, Ocon is somebody to watch. Gasly's still not come into the pits just yet for some reason. Don't really know what he's waiting for at this point. We've got 8 laps to go. He's losing time. Yeah, he's staying out there. But it's looking good for the boys in blue. Might as well push a little bit on the engine, try and make up a bit of time here. Because I tell you what, Ocon is closing in at a rate of knots. I think it might be time for Albon to attack his hard tyres. Extract a bit of time out of them. There's Logan Sargent now just 2.7 seconds ahead of his teammate. This is not going to be a good look for him. He's got a golden opportunity to score some points today. But is that going to happen? I don't know. We got 4 laps to go here. Goal lad, 3 laps to go now. And well, here comes Albon. He's right on the back of his teammate Logan Sargent. How has he managed this? Should we have given Sargent the hard tyres? Possibly, but it didn't look like it was going to work for Albon. And you can see Esteban Ocon off in the distance. I want to let them fight. I don't want it to be easy for
3 to go.
Albon, but I don't think it's going to be much competition very, very shortly here. Ocon's got 4 seconds to catch up here. Oh, soft tyres. Gasly, meanwhile, has now come into the pits. And here we go. Alex Albon with DRS. Can he get past his teammate? Don't think so. We're gonna, yeah, battle assist is off for both. Well, for Albon at least. And the problem is Ocon is closing in as well, and we got 2 laps to go here. Start finish line here. Is he going to go down the inside here? Alex Albon is through on his teammate. Well. Albon from 16th or 13th position on the grid. Sargent started 6th and Albon has passed him. It shows the gulf in quality between these two, but here comes Sargent back at it. Round the outside. Oh, they've crashed! They've crashed!
Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Honestly, stupid from them.
You're good, Alex.
Yeah,
Well, Logan Sargent trying to
Right,
come
we're
back
down
at
at
his
turn
teammate
Barely
Alex
any room to
Albon
maneuver.
on the right-hand side
That's
there,
obviously
and
far from
well,
intentional,
he
but
has
there was
put
contact. Now, their confidence
both
will have
cars
taken a
out of the
hit with
race, I
that.
think. Oh my goodness me. Well, that has thrown away another 3 points for the team. We'd have probably finished 9th and 10th, but both cars are out here in Belgium. We've gifted points to our rivals, AlphaTauri, Alpine, Haas especially, you know, 7th. They were going to finish there anyway, but Logan Sargent, well, I think that's got to be the final blow, hasn't it? Oh my God, I cannot believe that has happened. But Max Verstappen, he's coming round, he's going to win this Belgian Grand Prix, but the fallout will continue long after that checkered flag for Sargent and Albon. Albon had worked so hard to get back up into the points in this race. He'd done well. It was a different strategy for him on the hard tyres. That seemed to work nicely. Sargent trying to come back at him with the DRS. Realistically, it was a forlorn thing, but that's on me as a team principal to not just use the don't fight teammate, because once Albon was through, it probably was unwise to let them race. But Sargent has thrown away a point scoring opportunity. Max Verstappen, he's going to come across the line. He's going to win the Belgium Grand Prix. Well played for him. And, well, Fernando Alonso, long way back, but he's going to finish second. Stroll is going to finish third, I think, ahead of Sergio Perez. So, very good from him. So, double podium for Aston Martin. Leclerc is going to finish fifth. He'll be disappointed with that. His lock up near the start very much ruined his race. Sainz is going to finish in sixth position for Ferrari. Magnussen, a brilliant seventh for Haas. He's had a good race here. Russell is going to finish eighth for Mercedes. And then Ocon in P9. And Yuki Tsunoda will finish in 10th as long as he holds off Hamilton. Hamilton is closing fast. Is he going to be able to do it at the end here? Is he going to be able to get that final point? We have still got double waved yellows out there because of the two Williams cars. But yeah, it looks like Hamilton's going to be fine in 11th place, but there you have it. Absolutely shocking from our drivers. What can we say?
I'll be honest now, it'd take a real optimist to find anything good about Alex Albon's race.
That was a bitterly disappointing retirement. The team certainly wouldn't have wanted their race to end this way.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
Taking their 8th win of the season, there's just no stopping them.
And there you have it, a smiley podium lineup at the Belgian Grand Prix. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They'll be disappointed. Neither driver really shone here, it has to be said, and there's quite a bit of work to be done, but they'll be well aware of that.
And that is that for this weekend's F1 action here in Belgium.
For the next round, Formula One won't be straying too far. we'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Well, unbelievable is all I can say about that. Max Verstappen wins the Belgian Grand Prix. He'll be very happy because he extends his lead to 30 points in the championship. Leclerc third, ahead of Sainz in fourth. It should have been a good day out for Alex Albon, and certainly in the constructors, 3 points would have helped us out nicely in our fight with McLaren. But 7th place in the constructors for us at the moment. I suppose we can take some solace in that. Logan Sargent, hey, look at that. 6th quickest pit stop of the weekend, which gives us some points. 8 points, in fact. Hey, very nice. A little bit of positivity there at the end. Now then, let's have just a little gander. I'm gonna save this. I'm not gonna necessarily do this, but there's our mid-season review. They're all happy with that. That's good. We get an extra 1.5 million. Right, I'm gonna just do a new save file here, just so that we can go back to this point, because I want you guys to help me out next episode. But basically, let's just theorize, right? Daniel Ricciardo, let's see if we can get him in immediately for Logan Sargent. Immediately. 1 season. Let's just see if it will let me do this. I don't think it really will, but because we have got Mick Schumacher in there. Let's just see. He declines that. Okay, so he wants... He's fine with the money. He wants more seasons. But it looks like it can be done. Let's just put 3 seasons in there. Why is that declined? Let's try and give him something he can't refuse now. I'm not saying we would ever give him this money, but I just want to see if this works. So we can put him in there. So Ricciardo is in there. And I don't think Mick Schumacher is anymore. Let's just see. Where's Mick Schumacher? Yeah, so you can just break it without any cost whatsoever, which is interesting. So next time out, we are going to have a new driver in seat 2. We're going to rip up the contract of Mick Schumacher. We might bring him in as a reserve in the future. But Logan Sargent's out, everybody. Who do you want to replace him? Let me know down in the comments section, and I will see if I can put that in place. I'm going to give you a couple of hours to do it. I'll be recording tomorrow's episode tonight, so do get that in there if you want your voice to be heard. It has to be quick. Who is going to be in next season? And obviously I'll have the final say. I'd quite like Daniel Ricciardo, if I'm quite honest with you. That would be a rather nice lineup, wouldn't it? And I think we'd certainly see some better performances going into next season. But if you have enjoyed that, a little bit of a caveat on it, it's got to be realistic. I'm not going to go and get Hamilton or Alonso, anybody like that. It has to be a realistic signing for Williams. So do keep that in mind. But if you have enjoyed that video, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.